Welcome back, everybody. As the title of the video indicated, today we're going to go over Olight's October flash sale. And if you guys do not like Olight videos, yet you clicked on this, you have just proven yourself as a masochist, and I have no empathy for you. So I do know there are a lot of folks that do like these videos, so here I am with that content for you guys. So the first light up is this guy right here. There's three of them, three different colors. This is the Olight Warrior Pro X, and it's got 2100 candela and 62,000 candela, 2100 lumens. And the first thing I want to point out is going to be a con for this light. The rest of it's all going to be pros, at least as far as I know right now with my use. This battery right here is a 21,700 rechargeable lithium ion battery. That's great. It's got 5,000 milliamps, which is great, 3.6 volt. However, one thing that's weird about these batteries versus the other, standardized 21,700 batteries out there is it has this little nipple on the end there, and that makes it, as far as I know, compatible only with Olights. It does work in a few other Olights, but across the board it's not as compatible as some of the other options out there. I should also point out, while I'm taking the tail cap off, it is lubricated with a grease, and then it also has that O-ring seal on there, so in terms of IPX ratings and stuff like that, it should do just fine. The tail cap has that little grabber system there, and what that's for folks that don't know, is Olight makes a tape switch if you want to weapon mount this, and that system there makes it a little bit more difficult to pull it off. It allows it to lock in to a certain extent. That said, again, in the past I've stated not a fan of that, but this particular one here is not being marketed as a weapon light. Again, you can use it as a weapon light, but it's not being marketed as such. It just has a gas pedal type of tail cap, so you can press for low and you'll get low, and you can, if you do that quickly, it will be constant on, so as you guys can see there. And if you press off, it will go off, and then if you put that full gas on there, you're getting all the lumens. And if you want to have it constant on, just press it and then release, and that basically is how it works. It has a nice deep reflector on there. It has good texturing on there all the way around. It has a pocket clip. You can change it out with one of those circular inserts that some folks like to use if they use their lights like this. It does come with that as an option. It also comes with a little belt holster if you guys are into that as well. And has these DNA collectors out there on the end if you want to use it as an impact device. Again, three colors as of this flash sale with this particular light. Speaking of three colors with this particular light, we have three colors here with this. This is the Olantern is what they're calling it. I'm gonna just roll with that and not mock it. So basically it is a lantern, which is cool. I've reviewed many lanterns here on the channel before. They're very useful for grid down type scenarios, or if you're camping, or if you're working on a car and you wanna just hang it up on your hood, hang it up on a stick if you're out, again, in a campsite or a field site, which all of that is very useful and handy. It does have the rechargeable portion there on the bottom. It comes with the rechargeable adapter as well. I should have pointed that out. This tail cap is rechargeable as well on these lights, and it does come with the charger for it. These are also magnetic, which is handy as well. To turn it on, this particular one, we have the candle insert in there. So you're just gonna press and hold. And again, I'm not sure how well that comes across there on camera, but it flickers like a candle. Truth be told, my wife loves that. It comes with both, though. This is going to be the standard one that we have here. It's just the normal output that is going to be more usable. I suppose if you want some ambiance, this one will do it for you. But you can press and hold and increase the brightness of it there. As you guys can see, again, it's rechargeable. You guys should be seeing all the stats in terms of battery life, all of those sorts of things on your screen, price point, etc., as well as the flash sale dates. I should point that out because they are limited. If you guys are seeing this, it's either right about to start or has already started. So three of those lanterns there, three different colors, and it comes with bundles, the different things that we're going to showcase throughout this video. So you can get this bundle, for example, and there's many other bundles out there. Additionally, they do have the gray I5T. This one here is AA powered battery, has that nice two-way clip on there, so that way you can put it on your hat or carry it bezel up, bezel down, either way. However, with these lights, I've said this before in other Olight videos, for the US market anyway, they should come on high low, but they don't. They come on low high. So there's your low, and then if you double click there, you get your high. Not a super high output light, but it is there this month and is available in a couple different bundles. This one here I actually really do like. This is their O pen. This is the 2, so obviously it works as a pen and a writing instrument. It also works as a improvised fighting instrument, so sort of like a tactical pen. It is, of course, all metal. You can mess someone up pretty bad with this thing, but unlike other tactical pens out there on the market, it actually has a light to it. So that certainly is kind of a bonus that the other ones aren't going to get. It's not super bright. It's not going to win any lighting contest, but if you need something that's brighter than your iPhone and also functions as a pen as well as a defensive tool, there you go. And the last item for this flash sale is going to be the Olight. I believe they call it a Baldr. This one here is a weapon light, of course. As you can see, I believe it's 1120 lumens out there on the front. It also has a laser there on the bottom. It's powered by two CR123A batteries. It comes with both the Glock insert and then your 1913 rail insert. And this one, though, is only going to be for 2 hours. You guys should have already seen here on your screen all the dates and prices and all that stuff. This one's just 2 hours only, and I think it's $70 for a very high output light, of course with the laser there as well. So, and with that, we'll go check out the beam comparison and then come back and wrap it all up at the end. For those of you that are new to the channel, the spot where the wood fence meets the iron fence out there, which you're about to see here in just a second, is 35 feet away, and this is the I5T on low, and then we'll bump it up to high because it's kind of useless on low. And you guys can see how the beam pattern looks out of that one. Again, this is not a super bright, super throwy, anything like that flashlight, just a little small AA powered light. And those trees there in the background are about 40 to 50 feet away. Now you're going to see a huge difference here when we come in with the Warrior Pro X. This is on low, and you guys can see how the beam looks there, very focused, nice hot spot. Like I said, when we bump it up on high here, it's going to have 60,000 candela. Not as wide there, but obviously it's got a lot more intensity even on low than what you guys just saw. And then there is high. Yeah, I'd say we got some candela there. Across that lake, I don't know if you guys can see it over here, but I mean, that's far out. That's like 200 feet or more, or 200 yards or more, excuse me. And it's still lighted up there. And very intense, very harsh edge there as well. Now we're looking at the beam pattern from the Baldr. And I'm not sure if you guys can see it on the camera there, but the visible laser is very visible to the human eye. However, to you guys, it's probably getting washed out there by that hot spot. There you go. You can see it on the trees when the hot spot's a little bit less intense. But that is how the beam pattern looks. You guys can see we have pretty good spill for a weapon light. And I'm going to bump it over to light only and no laser on there. And then bump the bottom over to laser only. And even on camera there, it's very visible. In person, obviously, it's much brighter and much more intense than what you guys see here on camera. And then that's back there with laser and light. Once again, folks, the camera is set on manual, so it's as close as to what I see here with my human eye. We're going to turn the lantern on. We're about 10 feet away, and we're just going to kind of bump it up and walk through that, let you guys see the different intensity levels. And I'm going to walk out here as well. You guys probably won't be able to hear me because I do have a directional microphone on, but anyway, walk out here so you guys can kind of see that. Hopefully that was somewhat in focus. And we haven't moved, guys. Again, 10 feet away from the actual fence. This is the pen light there on low. We'll just work through the settings. So you guys can see there on high, oops, with a pen light, I mean, that's pretty intense. Like I said, it's much, much brighter than what you would get with an iPhone or anything like that. Realistically, your iPhone's probably about that bright, which is the low setting. And obviously we have a much greater capability here. And of course, it's USB-C rechargeable as well, which is also nice. Now that you've seen the output of these lights, you guys have seen the prices, all of those sorts of things, there's not really a whole lot I can tell you. Very simple interface on both of them. Very simple interface as well on the pen, just to work through those different modes. And obviously this light here for a weapon light that has been used as much as these have. And there's plenty of reports out there. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up. They seem to get pretty good reports out there from folks who are actually using them in the field. Now, in terms of that, before we close the video out, one thing I want to update is Olight in general. People always ask, you know, Olight, is it junk or whatever? So I've had, I don't even know how many Olights now, lots, and I use them all the time. If you guys watch my channel, you'll see I continually test these things. And I just had my second one ever die. The first one that died didn't actually die. It was the battery. If you guys remember that, I believe it was the predecessor actually to this light, the original one, the original Warrior. And that the battery itself just died. Olight sent me a new one. It was good. And the second one was a weapon light that's rechargeable, so they can't just resend the battery because it, you know, it's rechargeable, right? It's in the light. So anyway, they're supposed to be sending me out a new one. But again, that's a lot of lights, a lot of rounds, a lot of uses. We've had 2 failures. It is what it is. Some stuff breaks. I've broken stream lights before, as you guys who watch the channel know, in the past as well through normal use. But the vast majority of these things have worked really well, and they've worked for the entire time that we've had them. So anyway, I just wanted to update you guys with that in terms of how they work and over a long period of time, because that's one of the things we don't get to do with these flash sales. Is obviously I only got these in a few days ago, but you know, I'm giving you my opinion on them based on past performance and then recent performance with the ones that we actually have in hand. Anyway, that was kind of a tangent. Regardless, guys, everything will be down below if you guys want to pick these up. Link in the video description. It is an affiliate link, so I do get credit for that. And then additionally, there's also 10% off with my coupon code on anything that's not part of the flash sale over there on Olight's website that you might want to pick up as well. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing everybody in the next video.